How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sword of the Evening. We're back on our CK3 AGOT House Celtigar playthrough. Last episode, we expanded the region of Claw Isle into Crackclaw Point. We also, unfortunately, lost our player heir. Our second player heir. Arthur Celtigar died from being sickly. So Anos, our player heir, our son and player heir, has no heir. No male heir. We also have a rebellion that is afoot. It is the Lannisters, Jonathan of the Vale, and then the Bloody Gate. Okay, so, it is the Iron Throne, most of the Vale, most of the Riverlands versus the Lannisters, the Pages, oh no, not the Graftons. The Graftons are traitors, and then a small branch of House Aaron. So there's a civil war going on, or not a civil war, a rebellion. They're calling it tyranny, but it's a rebellion. We are fighting in that war, for the king, but we haven't raised our own army up, as we are doing our own things right now. So we're going to increase county control here. And we do have the decision to form the Kingdom of the Claw. Where's that at? Yeah, the Kingdom of the Claw here. However, we need to get Crackclaw Point, I think, before we're gonna do it. Because it's the surrounding region. So we're gonna wait on that to declare the Kingdom of the Claw, which is just gonna make us a High Lordship or a Lord Paramount. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the opportunity here to declare war. Well, maybe not, since they are part of the Iron Throne. So we're going to wait a little bit to declare war. We're going to keep getting some cash here, some cash flow. We might actually raise up an army and come and aid House Belmore in sieging Galltown, but this war is pretty much over. They've been reduced to 5,000 men. Yeah, it's over, so we're not gonna get involved. Magnificent, holy shit, I can't speak. Magnificent vault has been constructed here at Crab's Return. So we need 1,000 to move up to the Court of the Red Crab, and we'll get that massive boost to holding tax, which is always good. We could also upgrade the Jewel of Blackwater Bay. Currently increasing the trade port, which is always good. We do have Point Side here, which we could also develop. Yeah, we have to have Dire Den to create the High Lordship there. There's nothing being built in Griffin's Rock, so we are going to build some trade ports, get some more cash flow. So we have been bestowed royal favor, which is always good. We have Aegon Targaryen here. Child of our dynasty. Anos and Princess Elena had another daughter, which is unfortunate. We have Rhaenyra. Do Eleanor. She did get Hail and Quick, which is pretty good. We're going to educate her. Sure, Roland Celtigar can teach her. She's going to go Stewardship. A scheme at court. Somebody is plotting to kill Princess Elena Targaryen, which is not good. We don't want that to happen. So we're going to redouble guards. We do have redouble guards, which is good. Come here to our council and make sure he's disrupting schemes. We're going to get a captain of the household guard, which will be a Lauren Celtigar. We'll come here to Sworn Shields. And we're going to get Roland here as one of our Sworn Shields. He is a gracious lackey. So I don't think he will betray us. He is a little stupid. We're going to find him a spouse. House Dargood, one of the Darkland offshoot houses. Because House Darkland doesn't exist. Oh wait, they do exist. I lied. They haven't been eradicated yet. Prince Aegon. Wait, hold on. So who are you? What, are you in our council somewhere? No, he's just our courtier. He has some really good stewardship. You want to marry Indra. She would come to Crab's return. Oh yeah, you know what? Sure. Absolutely. Are you good at anything? Rough terrain expert. You're a good fighter. So we have a new stewardship perk, which we're gonna grab. Probably professional workforce, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we're gonna grab professional workforce. So we can pay homage to the king. Not too worried about that right now. Declare war on Sharp Point. We need a successor to the Claw Knight. Anos. If anybody has a suggestion for our second House Celtigar themed knight, go ahead and send one in the comment section below. I'd like to get you guys involved. We're gonna demand that payment and get 20 gold off of her for right now. I would love to get some crab pincers, a heavy cav here. But we're gonna wait a little bit. We're gonna come to our council. I think we're gonna make... Yeah, we're gonna assign this guy. I know he's gonna get upset at us, but that's alright. Go ahead and keep collecting taxes. We'd have Meryl, our second son, become our new... Yeah, that Castellan sucks. Roland Celtigar's about to die. Yeah, we'll assign Meryl as our Chancellor. Domestic Affairs. Our son Anos is doing his job. We have Terrence Scales, he's about to die too. And we are currently on stewardship for there too. So we're making as much money as we possibly can off of our council. We're making even more money now because of Lady Marbrand, our wife. Currently being raided by the Triarchy. That's okay. Schemer has been discovered. It is our cousin Dora Gaunt is trying to kill our wife. That's not cool, you evil fiend. I took Aegon out to play with the bow, and to my surprise, he ran into a wounded doe. He later lashed out at me, thinking I had staged the whole encounter as some kind of test. Paranoid, ambitious. Ambitious is always great. We'll take the stress hit. In return, succession of the Iron Throne. We're gonna pause real quick. Viserys died of a broken heart. He was given the nickname the Nameless. I don't know why. Who? Aegon, the 4th Targaryen, takes the throne. Daeron Targaryen. So has... Let me come here. Huh? Where's Daemon Blackfire at? What the helly? Dana the Defiant. Daemon Waters. If she married a Martell. I think we're gonna marry Daemon to Eleanor. And they will accept the matrilineal. We're gonna do that. We will go to Aegon's coronation. Spend the 7 to go there. There's still currently the rebellion going on. Oh wait, no, those are raiders. We might have to deal with those guys if they come to Crackclaw Point, which it looks like they are. So we're gonna raise up the army here, led by our son. A band of 2 passing through the back alley of Cliffhook. I see a lonely child and its dog sitting in a corner. Here you go, Valar. We could steal that dog. We're not gonna do that. Here's some food, child. We're gonna take our 3,000 men and we're gonna kick some pirate ass. Well, maybe not. They might be leaving. Tell me more of the king. Could learn one of Aegon's secrets. We'll lose some stress, or we can take him as our fool, which we're gonna do. Invigorated for 10 years. We get a small health boost, which we're gonna do unless we die on 1%. We don't die, sweet. So this is Winton Celtigar, our younger brother. He'll lose 40 opinion of us. He'll be drained by mosquitoes. Is there a way we can lose some stress here? And then I can take the... push through the insects. Oh, we're traveling, so we can't lose the stress. Sorry, brother. Drop something. Servants scurry across the courtyard of the Red Keep, bringing the final decorations. As members of the court take to their places, many of them attending this occasion are yet to arrive. It is hard to believe that the day we crown a new king, Aegon, seems up to the task. It brings me relief to know the Iron Throne will be in Aegon's very capable hands. So he's not considered the unworthy right now. He is lustful though, but a bunch of his bastards seem to have died. He still has Daeron though. What a glorious day for the king indeed. We're gonna pause and see where those pirates are at. If they're raiding us or raiding somebody else. They're raiding somebody else, so I'm not gonna deal with that. So we're gonna disband everything. Daeron is now the Prince of Dragonstone. We're gonna do Recuration. Actually, no, I think we're gonna do Befriend. We're gonna try and befriend the king. Because we'll lose stress throughout this anyways. We've been invited as the Admiral of Dragonstone. Sweet, we'll take that core position. The finer points of diplomacy. Today, my son Clement was taught a lesson and vassal management by Edmund Tully. Paramount Edmund Tully. It is quite a complicated course, necessarily. but perhaps a bit beyond Clement's grasp. Patient, forgiving, or trusting. We're going to do patient. Patient's always good. Renew a patronage. What's our piety looking like? You know what? I mean, we married her to a Celtigar. She's gonna be in our court anyways. See? Easy money, just like that. Can demand payments. We're not gonna do that right now. So begins the coronation. Knight tutelage. Lord Barriman wants his son. Yeah, can make that happen. We love knights. High Septim the Child has anointed King Aegon in the traditional rites of the faith. Long may he reign. Time to bend the knee. Our submission is good enough. So this is a bastard of the king and our nephew. And we could sneak out, confider. You know what? We're gonna try and get a friendship going. Aha, it worked out. We've made a friend with the daughter of the king. This is Luceres. We're gonna try and gently exit the conversation and get a free diplomacy perk. I don't think we got it. We're gonna spend the 150 piety. Or prestige, I mean, not piety. Princess Mariah Martell. I'm gonna try and become friends. We made a friend with her. It's always good. And here's the king. 10% chance of becoming a drunkard. We'll take it. We don't become a drunkard. And it was with a disturbing smile that Lord Willem recounted some of the more terrifying stories about King Aegon's means of diplomacy. I should not let it get to me, but now I'm finding it hard to think of anything else. Every gin from our host now starts to look a little too wide, and every clang of a flag in her plate makes me jump. Wow. Took 41 stress because the king eats a lot. King Aegon, the fourth of his name, has been crowned king with Queen Nerys. Daeron is his son and heir. And then there's Prince Baelor, Balon, and Daeron again. A small deal. 35 gold, we'll get minus 45 construction and minus 45% construction cost. We're gonna do that. Traveling traders. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna watch the spectacle. Danger, fire in the forest. A peasant stroll through the seam mill forest makes me really appreciate the landscape around us. The luminous greens, as saturated as a duchess's dress made in the finest of fabric, the rays of sun flittered through the canopy as liquored acre. A vibrant smell, perhaps a campfire. I turn around to my entourage and observe my caravan master, Elaine's livid face. Fire, she screams, pointing out at the not-so-distant flames where Eleanor has been trapped. Our granddaughter. So, Elaine Targaryen. We're taking that 0% chance that she dies. We're not letting her die. We're taking that 0% chance. And I'll take the stress hit too. So we rescue her. Took a lot of stress there. The Hermit. Grotto emerges from the vegetation like a stone arch in a cathedral. On its entry, there is a small wooden table and a stall. Someone has left the lantern burning. You're quick to make accusations. A dimly illuminated figure stands in the entrance to the cave. I am merely a hermit. And you, well, you carry the title of Lord. So this is Malcolm the Hermit. He's lustful, lazy, and he has shit stats. And we're going to receive a prophecy from him. The hermit takes a second before replying. He gets up and waits until I follow. There are some herbs scattered around what seems to be a rudimentary bed. He turns to me when we're away from my entourage with an oddly deeper voice. You shall find that who seeks. How insightful. We arrive back. Thank the father we can go inside. We dismiss our son as regent. And I think now is time we declare war on House Brune once again. For our claims of Dire Den. We're going to declare war. We're going to raise all. Enemy ally joins the war, that's okay. Word of advice. Look at the Mason. We always invest in the Masons. We don't want them to regroup with their allies, so we're going to try and knock them out here. My spy master has come to me with a discovery. He is certain my uncle Roland Celtigar has been scheming to... Oh my god. Really, brother? Really? We're gonna throw him in jail, but we're gonna put him under house arrest. Oh, he is under house arrest. Yeah, we're not gonna throw him in the dungeon, but fuck that guy. We're just gonna siege out here. Maybe we can crush them now. They won't run away. I will be patient. Hopefully my dog returns. I'm gonna siege out Dire Den. We got another steward perk, which we are going to grab detailed ledgers, or maybe centralization actually. Now we're gonna do detailed ledgers. She has returned. Good dog. Our alliance with House Templeton has expired because he died. And I think we are gonna call House Rosby to help in this war before we lose the alliance as well. Orlean servants, my son Clement has faced a new test of his abilities. 2 Corsum servants have brought a dispute, each claiming the other spilled a fine arbor red on a set of expensive curtains. They thrashed back and forth with shouts and jabs as the other servants watched intently. Clement reacted violently, screaming at the entire staff for failing to resolve such a simple issue themselves. He failed to notice the frustrated looks on the servants' faces as he flippantly dismissed both their dispute and their value. We want you... Patient, rude. I think inquisitive would work greatly with you, so we're going to do that. Inquisitive. My grandson's training. I've received word my grandson's martial training, and it's not good. This is Rhaegar. Who is squiring for Anos Celtigar. Rhaegar still young, it's true. His latest instructor confides, but it's clear his heart simply isn't in it, my lord. Learning. You know, we'll do diplomacy. And by diplomacy... Oh, wait a minute, we just had a bunch of things happen here. Aegon, you know what, keep paranoid, that's okay. Okay, so our sister Aurene died. So our alliance with the Selmies is over. Yep. And our alliance with the Scales has expired as well because he died. Now, Terrence Scales is married to... Oh, we still have the alliance with them, okay. Scales is under siege, that's okay. We need a new council position, we need a new spy master. And... like father, like son, Scales will take it. And Marin, we are gonna replace you Maybe not. Maybe we won't replace you with Luthor. Right, we have a war to fight. Can we station besiegers? No, we cannot. I think we're at full... A better guardian. My dear husband, I'm worried our son Clement to education, my wife Brenda says. The truth is, you were simply too busy to raise him. Our son needs a good... How about our niece? Be good at anything? Yeah, sure. Okay. We need to get some siege equipment. As the father wills it. So this is Darren Targaryen. He has the nickname The Spark. Friends and foes across the land know him as The Spark. Prince Darren is passing through one of my domains. He wants us to build a sept. You know what? We'll build him a sept here in the Hazewood. Puppeteer, he made a mockery of us. We had a mental breakdown. Alright, so we can take Irritable. Yeah, we're gonna take Irritable. Construct a new holding. We can't build a monastery. Oh wait, we can build a temple. Or does he mean an actual... Just build the temple. That's alright. Master of Arms impresses our vassals, which is always good. Finish the siege here. Enemy ally joins the war. Probably a little bit too long. Carrion Celtigar, not my finest hour. Lasting impact, that's alright. It is A-okay. Try and get her to not get irritable. Nope, she took irritable. Moreland becomes our friend. Wow, he gave us a piece of toast that looked like a god. Bro, why are people getting injured at a feast? Rhaegar is severely injured. We're gonna end this war and force our demands. We're gonna disband the army. We're gonna come here. We're gonna claim the High Lordship of Crackclaw Point. True dedication. It's good to see Anos is dedicated as of late towards his duties and responsibilities as the future ruler of Claw Isle. He attends courts, meetings with my council to keep up to date on the High Lordship's affairs, and even tours the countryside. So he's 22% prepared so far with Aaron training. So we should have High Lordship of Crackclaw Point and Claw Isle. We need to control Dire Den, so we will move him to increase control. And we should be getting... Can ask our head of faith for gold, which we're going to do. Of course, we're going to do that. We're going to ransom all of these guys. New stewardship perk, which is always good. We will grab his mind. No, we're gonna grab fearful troops. Oh, something's going on. Unworthy peasants. While I was at the castle, in the castle town with Aegon, his attention was caught by a criminal chained to the pillory. Aegon lifted his head and made a show of ignoring the criminals begging for water. Arrogant, compassionate, callous. You can keep arrogant, that's okay. Our wife hates us. Don't know why, but she hates us. Oh, we have a rivalry. New Lord Commander. Education ends. Insightful thinker is always good. Patience, sure. New Lord Commander at the wall. It's new Willis of Briarswood. Clement comes of age. Let's look at our heir here. Nothing yet from him. We might have to name his brother. Might have to name Aegon. Oh, he's homely? How did he get ugly? How'd that happen? Rhaegar. Samela. Courtier comes of age. Rhaenyra Celtigar, our granddaughter, can get married, so we are going to look for... traits. Inheritable. And then we'll do alliance power. There's the Westerlings. He's comely. Those Westerling. I don't think there's anybody else here in alliance power. If we go to prestige, though, some Martells, Lannister. We do matrilineally. Marry him to Celtigar. Valerion. Herculean. You know what? We'll marry the Massey for Herculean. Hopefully we can get that. And then we have Clement that needs to marry. Stokeworths are pretty close. I think we're just gonna have Aegon or Clement marry Alaries. And then we have Aegon. And he needs to marry somebody beautiful. Serena Stokeworth it is. Kind of balance that out, hopefully. Eleanor needs to be educated, which we will do. She's hale and quick. Stewardship is the name of her game. Prince Daeron arrives. Welcome the prince. Another night, another dessert, and I can tell Prince Daeron is growing weary of our pomegranate cakes. Perhaps tonight it is to do something a little different. A fort, 7-pointed star. He is pretty pious, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. It looks like he's about to fucking die. We're just gonna do this as a dreadful idea. Let's play. So, money. So he has no intrigue whatsoever, so we're going to do intrigue. excellent match against the king. We get a weak hook. Or the prince, not the king, sorry. Our grandson has been knighted, Tristan Templeton, good for him. Grandson has been knighted, Simon Templeton, good for him. Daron. Oh, I wasted that. We could have used it for a marriage. Yeah, I kind of wasted that one right there. We could have used it for a marriage. Eleanor's betrothed. Damon. I hope they have a son soon. It'd be great. Caroline comes of age. I think we're gonna have her marry... I don't know what claims that guy has. You know what, Valar Lannister, welcome to the family. Matrilineal. Offer knight tutelage, Reuben Bar-Emin. I'm gonna accept that. We're also gonna find you a spouse. But yeah, we were given a gift. We're gonna destroy it. So we have the Celtigar armor. I don't think I ever looked at this before. We have the Celtigar armor, and we have Pincer, the Valyrian steel axe of House Celtigar. So both of those are pretty good. And I think... we have Stewardship perk, which we're gonna grab. It's my domain. Whole legendary seed, so it's because we built the shrine. Our mother died. That's okay. Our grandson Rhaegar was severely injured. Hopefully that goes away. Needs a spouse. Where is... Lady Caswell. Sucks that there's no Valerians. He's beautiful. She's a genius, but she's 1 year old. There we go. Yep. Welcome to the family. Quick and Fuculid. Ormont Massey and Rhaenyra have had a son. She is gonna name her child after her lost brother. Or her lost uncle, actually. Or, yeah, wait. Rhaenyra's brother, who died. Arthur. Mysteries of the Seven-Pointed Star. You can grab Cynical, Humble, Content. We're gonna have a mental breakdown. So we're just gonna let them keep that. So we're... oh, he's sickly too. Are you kidding me? He does have hail. We're gonna educate him. Please don't die, brother. Please don't die. Don't do it. We need you. Maybe every kid that, maybe Arthur is just not a good name. to be handing out the little Celtigar kids. Beth Tallheart, probably not. We're gonna decline that. Monteris, I'm gonna find you a wife here. House of Beryl. Fornicator. Oh, we're gonna do that. Family Feast. Edwin Celtigar becomes our rival. Why? We need to lose some stress, so we're gonna pet our cat. Or our dog, I mean, not our cat, I'm sorry. Thank you, my friend. We can also lash out. We insult a random vassal. Betrothed can marry Rhaegar Celtigar to Jane. I'm gonna do it. So we can create the Kingdom of the Claw, but I think we'll wait a little bit more. And we will do subjugation wars. So I believe we... If we do declare war... And we do siege. Seize the High Lordship. Crackclaw Point, I think we'll have to do these. But we're going to pause real quick. We do have that building buff. So if we come over here... Because of Illustrious. Dang it. So the base cost is 1,500. We have it cut by 35%. So we're going to wait. We're going to get some more cash, I guess. And we are going to start subjugating these people. We're going to declare war. We're going to seize. Suppressed unrest plus 10% holding tax. Meticulous management. Popular opinion. So are they allied with anybody? We have 2 wars going on here. I don't think we're going to have multiple wars going on at once. We're just going to have one at a time. No, our dog died. Right, Shelly has walked by my side for many years, and the passage of time does not spare dogs. As I kneel beside her, she starts wagging her tail slowly, but she cannot raise her head. I sit with her for the long night, petting her brown back until the tail stills. We can get Shelly's pet. Pelt. Shelly's pelt. We'll do it. We'll spend the 15 gold on it. Enemy allies come. That's okay. Betrothed can marry. Take our 3,000 men just to Bronze Home. I forgot to get us our Chancellor. Our Chancellor died. Edmund Celtigar. So we need a new Chancellor. Oh, he was our Admiral. It's okay. We need somebody that has Martial and a decent amount of stewardship. And 19. Trabar. Welcome to the team. Oh, don't leave that. We're gonna call the Templetons to war. Lord Tristan. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to wait until those guys are raised up. And then I will be back, because we're going to need those trebuchets. Right, so while I was waiting for our unraised mangonels to come up, we've had another childbirth. Clement and Alaries Celtigar have given birth to Alaries. She does have mismatched eyes, which is cool. We're going to keep it as Alaries. May she grow strong. Pause real quick. We'll educate her, not me. Somebody with intrigue, Luthor. We'll have her go intrigue. And real quick, I will also come over to our council. And we will do raised army limit maintenance, so we are not wasting too much money here. And I'm also going to throw down a new deployment zone when these mangonels are trained up. Monterey's Celtigar and Elaine have had a son, Alton. You know what? We'll do Corley's Celtigar. Educate him as well. $7,000 men from House Templeton. Sweet. Didn't think they had that many. They definitely do. They have more than me, as of now. Tristan Fishwell. We're gonna recruit you. Edwell. Ransom you. And you are awesome. Other than lustful, but we'll recruit you too. I'll also even find you a wife if you join us. He is a thinker, so he's not gonna be that bad of a traitor. We don't have anybody you can marry, actually. As of right now. Oh wait, yes we do. Gun of Stone. Looks like a great match for you. Gonna raise up these mangonels. They would join the siege. Night improves, which is always great. Bolin Rosby does not want to become friends right now. That is okay. We're about to win this subjugation war. I think it's a subjugation war. I don't really want to take their claims. I just want them to be my vassals. Valar Valerion and Karain Celtigar have had a child, Edwell. We're not going to use that name. Adrian, Moorland, Allen, Crispin. We'll do Crispin. Somebody needs to educate him. I also got to make sure we have a tutor. Victor Klain. Educate this boy. And we will come here to our courtiers real quick. We need a tutor for all of these kids. Maester John, welcome to the job. Educate children. I also wish I had Groom to Rule, because then I'd be getting double increased in skills. Spouse investments in Brown Hollow. Worth risk taking. 10 years. We're making a lot of money off of that. Tutor educates child, which is always good. We're going to enforce the demands. So we do get the lordship, okay. I'm okay with that. We're going to disband. So we need Strongbox, Needlewater, and Strongcliff. I think Strongcliff will be willing to just bend the knee and become our vassal. So just give me 1 second for that. All right. Right. So, if you guys remember from the first episode, when we made the deal with Baelor the Blessed to marry Elena Celtigar to Anos and her sister Rhaena to Meryl, Elaine had dragon eggs, and we are going to give one of those dragon eggs to Rhaenyra's son Arthur. We're going to give him a dragon egg, and I think we give him... We're going to give him the ivory egg. I don't know if it'll hatch. If it doesn't hatch, that's okay. And plus, now when we die, we will come to... Or all of the eggs will transfer to Anos. And it looks as though she is with child. Hopefully it's not bugged out. Declare war on Lord Corlys of Driftmark. How do we have a Casus Belli on Monteres, who is the daughter of Visenya Valerion and Aelor Celtigar. So, I really don't want to do that, I'm going to be honest. Daeron Valerion, Corlys Valerion, Daemon, Robin, Waters. Right. To the impeccable Amaryl, I accept your marriage. Valena Celtigar will marry Ronald Baratheon. Sweet. And I think I will push for creating the Kingdom of the Claw. Now that our rule over Claw Isle and its surrounding area has been firmly established, the Red Crab eagerly looks westward, for it is here that Crackclaw Point lies, a peninsula to which our dynasty has laid claim for over hundreds of years. We have made countless attempts to conquer it, but all have ultimately ended in failure. Many Celtigar lords have tried to send their soldiers to collect taxes that are rightfully ours, but few have returned. It is time to turn the tide in our favor and show that the Red Crab will never release these lands from its grip. Then we will become equal to the greatest and strongest houses of Westeros, occupying our rightful place. So we've taken the point, and we will expand further as the future goes on. So I'm going to claim the Kingdom of the Claw. I come asking you to marry Prince Daemon's court smith Mysaria. I assume, yeah, sure, permission granted. So we're gonna create this, and it looks like it might be a little buggy. Maybe we have to be independent for it to proc. I believe we have to be independent for that to proc. I'm gonna stop the murderer. That's okay. We now have these dragon eggs. 78 gold for Shelly's pelt. Perhaps we'll need the Lord Paramountcy of the Crown Lands, or maybe we need all of Crackclaw Point. So when we look at Crackclaw Point, there are those two more. Could make it our primary title as well. So now that I'm not under... Nope, it might just be bugged out, perhaps? Something like that. This is still our capital, right? Yeah, Rome capital. That's good. So anyways, looks like we're going to expand some more. The Old Gods of Winter. Faith of the Seven. So we're going to declare war on House Cave. Unless they want to bend the knee, or not bend the knee, but accept vassalage. Which I'd be more than happy for these guys to just become vassals. Perhaps the king will gift them to us. Somebody has been sent to Lord Simon. Was that Lord Simon Staunton? No, Devin Staunton. Right. So I guess something is... Dynastic 19. My son Clement is not yet a squire. Perhaps by offering to make him my squire, it would be better relation between us. Yeah, we'll offer him our squires. Become our squire. And we'll also start training him as well. Train him in chivalry. Disappointing. And... yeah. Okay, so this guy just gets to marry my daughter without... The Paynes get to marry my daughter without me saying yes or no to that. Crazy. We're 61 years old. We're feeling fine. However, we are infirm, which means we are waiting for death to take us. So, Rana Blacktide and Alor. Alon. You know what? I'll let that happen. That's okay with me. Cool. The Negotiator. During my afternoon stroll down the streets of the Claw Isle, my granddaughter Selma runs up to me. They just started swinging on one another, so break it up both of you. 5% chance to gain the Firm Hand perk. Diplomacy focus. I think that's better in the long run. Education is at its end. You got Charismatic Negotiator. Rhaegar, Celtigar, and Jane Woodland had a daughter. Have somebody educate her. Me's probably not the best decision, but that's okay, because Amarel might die soon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to increase some county control. We're going to rename Dyerden to Crabden. Clement, Celtigar, and Alaries had Renifer. We'll educate him. Somebody in swordsmanship. Anos, sure. We're going to rename this to Crabden. And we're going to rename that whole title as well to Crabden. Right. So for some reason, this decision is not working, which I'm not a fan of. Don't like that it's not working, but that's okay. Scheme at court. Somebody's trying to kill our Maester John. That's not cool. Traveling abroad, Anos came to me this morning with a rather interesting plan. Father, I know you're best to do to train me as your heir, but none of that... But not all of my education became found here on Crab's return. I think perhaps Lord Tristan... He may go. He may go to that. Freeman's Fortune. Of course, you're welcome to farm. Declare war on Driftmark, but I don't think we're going to do that. Selma can marry. Matrilineal. Inheritable traits. Let the traitor be known to all. Prestige gain. Lord Joffrey of the Aemon Valerion. That's what we'd like to see. And he's matrilineal. We're gonna do that. Valar. Alyssa. Our friend Morlin has passed away. Right. So I figured out how to get the decision of proc. We are going to create the Kingdom of the Claw and claim Crackclaw Point for the Red Crab. So we're going to do this. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. I think the game's going to crash, guys. Nope, we didn't crash. So we're the High Lordship. We have a bunch of claims here as well. And however, I think most of these are... I don't know how we got these claims. Those must be marriage claims. Those aren't actually ours. Right, so Crackclaw Point is now strictly a vassal under King Aegon Targaryen. Can I do this? Anyways, we have the High Lordship of Crackclaw Point. Princess Mariah died. Okay. Oh, wait, we're dying. Our friend till the end. Please stay with me, Princess. Mariah Martell. We're here on Aemryl's last days. She is slowly passing away. Just gonna snag that money real quick. We're really close to that 120, or 1,200 that we need. We look forward to his return. He is expected to gain prepared heir. He's very close to the next stage in that, but I don't think we're gonna make it. We do have our 1,200 gold, and because I know that it's gonna get more expensive because we're gonna lose some of these traits that we have, we're gonna upgrade the Magnificent Vault to the Shell of the Red Crab. We're gonna invest all of that in there. Child of our dynasty, Rhaegar Targaryen and Jane Woodland. Add Jarella. We're gonna change that name. Valina. Works for me. Somebody other than me, educate the child, please. You have the Hazewood, Crabston, Scheme at Court, Rhonda Blacktide. What are you doing? We're gonna expose her. Still bugged out. Child of our dynasty, Aegon Targaryen and Serena Stokeworth. She is comely, which is good. We're gonna keep Daenerys. I think that's an okay name. We'll also educate her, somebody other than me. Because we're about to die, and I don't want all the people we're educating to, lose out on their things there. We're not gonna invest in a bank. I don't know why I keep getting that decision either. We can abdicate the throne before we die. I think we're gonna invite some knights before we die as well. Squire chaining has been disappointing at best. New nickname, the Feeble. Crazy. Sir Aelorn, Celtigar, and Rhonda. I think we might actually abdicate the throne here because we're feeble and we're taken to the extreme. It was only meant to be a short out. No, we're gonna weather it. We're not gonna become a cannibal. Daemon Waters has been imprisoned. I'm writing to the lords of Westeros to let them know the truth that I have been hidden for too long. I was in fact born a Princess Dana. Well, that's certainly interesting. We're gonna ask the Head of Faith for gold too before we die. And all of his ambition, all of Aemril, his ambition, his intelligence, his shrewdness, it's only right that he's dying, he's infirm, he's starving, he doesn't have much left to lead. I believe we're gonna abdicate and let Aenos become heir, or Lord of Claw Isle and Crackclaw Point. Imprisoned for being born does not sound right. The Court of the Red Crab has been built. One step closer to the Palace of the Red Crab, which is 1,600 gold. That's going to be more expensive for the next character, though. I don't know how we got all these claims. But I think, even though he is ambitious, he is dying. He's on death's door. My son Simon has expressed a desire to visit you. Of course he's welcome. Our wife hates us. Our son is ready to rule. Demand he joins the Night's Watch. We're not going to do that. We have a new stewardship perk at any cost. Domain taxes plus 20% is always good. Unpleasant air. Lord Trishan's son hasn't been exactly the picture of grace. Simon will do poorly during this visit. That's okay. Wanderlust. This is Clement Celtigar. And her. I'm leaving, father. Me and Bethany are in love. Why is this bugged out like that? Come here, my dear son. It's time for some tough love. Hills, fins, and mountains, this is my domain. Son, better men than you have tried to kill me. I am victorious. I beat up my son. You have a child, dude. We're not dealing with that. Wanderlust, tough love. Father knows best, boy. Break it off with Bione, too. Yeah, break it off with Bione. You're better than that. We have some knights that have arrived, too, so we're going to take a look at that. Courtiers, this guy. 15 marshal, however, he's disloyal, so I don't think we're gonna let him stay. Monteris. You, though, welcome to court. You're one of my knights. This guy has some amazing stats, brilliant strategist, faithful blade, but he's disloyal, so we don't want him. I'd rather take this guy, honestly. Why have you summoned me? The accusation supposed from herself. I have always been your faithful servant. Sincerest apologies. I have that guy trained my kid. The popular heir. What a pleasant development. Cool, so he's not that big of a dick. But still, I think we're gonna abdicate the throne. He's infirm, he's dying. He's not alive. He's the feeble. Murder scheme. Somebody is trying to kill Alaries. That's not good. We don't like that. Yep. So we're gonna abdicate the throne. Oh wait, I won't actually become... Never mind. We're just gonna stay until I die, I guess. Right. Hopefully I die soon. Another knight has arrived. It's pretty good too. We're gonna recruit him. Child of our dynasty, Aegon Celtigar, Monteres. I think we will name him Aegon. We'll educate him. Our friend died, Lord Selmy. It's okay. Till death do us part, our wife has died, which means we're probably next. Child of our dynasty, Quentin Massey and the Emerald Celtigar. We'll educate him as well. Marshall. And I guess we'll take another spouse as well. Wait a minute. Hold on. Not me. Arranged marriage. Arthur, our great-grandson. Wow, you won't go for that? No Targaryens, huh? Why is it that I can marry a Targaryen, though? Prince Aemon and Rhaenyra's daughter. So what if I go over here? Maybe she would like to be married to Arthur? No, they won't. They won't do it. I think it's because they don't like me. Bethany Bracken. She's 33. Jane Stokeworth. She is comely, robust. She also looks like a hunchback. No, she just has consumption. She is dying. We'll do this one. If you could... Even though I think we're gonna die very soon. Alliance has been formed. Getting pretty close to the end of this episode here. I just kind of want Amrel here to pass on. So Anos, the Anvil, what a fucking nickname. The Carps. The Anvil. Friends and foes across the land know Anos Celtigar as the Anvil. Low-key. Kind of a Giga Chad name. Our own daughter is trying to kill our cousin. Whether it's true or not, I will not accuse her. We're gonna pardon her too. Our cousin, Lord Rosby, will make an alliance with. Malin Celtgar. We'll educate him. As the Father wills it, that a devout man like you would make an empty promise. What do you mean? We built a... He's mad that we did build a fucking... Maybe it had to be actually here, but we built a chapel or whatever. Yeah, we did build a temple. Okay. Betrothed can marry. We're gonna send that. Fine evening. We're gonna become a poet. We're gonna get that last perk there. We're just gonna stay in well focused to make as much money for our heir as possible before we die. Another scheme at court. Everybody is trying to kill him. Leave Maester John alone. What did he do to you guys? Love Head Unites. Hopefully you get some great stats here. Yeah, you're staying with us. Our Chancellor has died. Our Castellan. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the guy from Griffin Rock. That's okay. He can die all he wants. Our younger brother will assign there. Schemer has been discovered. You loathsome fiend trying to kill Johnny Boy. Alliance has expired. Oh. And there it goes. Lord Amrel Celtigar of Crackclaw Point has left the world at the age of 66 years old. He died in his sleep, a hollowed shell of his former self. He had long lost his wits by the time of his passing. Lord Anos ascends the throne, courageous and willing to rush towards action. Many hope that Anos' bravely will not see the realm fell into reckless ruin. Continue as Lord Anos. Right, so we are our son and heir. Anos here. We have the Celtigar armor, and we're going to equip Pincer, and then we also have a boar tax for extra domain taxes, which is good. We got the dragon eggs. We need a new marshal. This guy's looking... Is it just because he's wounded? It is just because he's wounded. So we'll still assign him there. We need a new spy master. Which we will go ahead and do... You know what, Sigund, you can do it. We're also going to find you a spouse, because you can. Maybe not, actually. We'll just keep you there. Lifestyle. We have a lot of martial. So we're going to do wealth focus. And we're going to go. Range of marriage. Reginald Baratheon to our niece Jane. We'll accept that. We can ask our head of faith for some more gold, which we're going to do. Can we appoint a worthy successor? We can. Ormont. We have a lot of gold here. We're also going to get a regiment of crabs pincers. And we will save the rest of our money for now. Thanks for the cash. You paid for our new regiment. We're also going to station them. Station them there. We're going to replace the crossbowmen stationed here at Crab's Hollow. So I think she might be bugged out, so I'm going to fix that. 1 second here. Right, so we might not end up getting our heir. But that's okay. because we have Rhaenyra Celtigar here. She is heir in training. She's almost at prepared anyways. She does have Arthur. We could just make Arthur our heir. Even though it would be Rhaenyra. But we're not going to worry about heirs for right now. Because we're going to call this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We have created the High Lordship of Crackclaw Point. 5% chance somebody dies. Hopefully nobody dies. Admiral of the Iron Thrones. We are now the Master of Ships to the Iron Throne as well. But we are going to call this episode here. There's a faction targeting Aegon. Religious head retires. That's okay too. We are going to call this episode here. I thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any comments or suggestions or things that you would like to see, like would you like to see us expand, taking Rook's Peak, Rook's Rest, I don't know why I said Rook's Peak, Rook's Rest, and Duskendale, expanding more into the Claw, or if you would like to see us target the whole Crown Lands, and instead of the Crown Lands, it will be the Kingdom of the Claw, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.